night sky is resplendent with the symbols of the presidential candidates on the eve of Pakistan's first presidential poll under the present constitution. As the fateful 2nd of January 1965 dawns, there is hectic activity and excitement. Placards and posters proclaim the pictures, slogans and symbols of Field Marshal Muhammad Ayub Khan, the Pakistan Muslim League candidate, and Ms. Fatima Jinnah, the combined opposition party's nominee, outside 419 polling stations in both wings of Pakistan. This has been a historic election campaign unparalleled for its fervour. For nearly 3 months, the two main candidates have addressed people in the remotest corners of the country. At 10 projection meetings, the presidential candidates placed their policies and programs before 80,000 basic Democrats, whom the Pakistani nation elected members of the Electoral College on the basis of universal franchise. It is these representatives of the people who are casting their votes today to decide the nation's choice of a president. Punctually at 8:30 in the morning, voting starts all over Pakistan in an orderly and completely peaceful manner. Members of the Electoral College, as election formalities have prescribed, present their identity cards and are allowed entry into the polling stations. The presiding officer scrutinizes their identity, checking the name on the card and the voters' list. Each voter is issued a ballot paper on which are the election symbols of all 4 presidential candidates. In the presence of election agents of the candidates, voters sign the ballot papers, which are stamped by the presiding officer with the special seal of the Election Commission. The voters go into a special booth and mark the ballot paper in favor of the candidate of their choice in perfect secrecy. They then emerge and cast their votes in the presence of election agents of the candidates and the presiding officer. Polling is brisk, fair and free in both East and West Pakistan. After 7 hours of uninterrupted polling, excitement mounts as the actual counting of votes begins in the early evening. Ballot boxes are emptied and ballot papers sorted out in the presence of election agents. The ballot papers are piled in separate heaps. In both wings of the country, there has been a record poll, and 99% of the members of the Electoral College in 12 divisions of West Pakistan and 4 divisions in East Pakistan have cast their votes on this fateful day of decision. The presidential election has not only been a conflict of 2 outstanding personalities, but of 2 diametrically opposed ideologies. Field Marshal Muhammad Ayub Khan stands for the presidential system of government based on the structure of basic democracies, the political system evolved by him from the Book of Pakistan to suit the genius of the country and its people. Ms. Jinnah stands for the parliamentary form of government. Counting of votes ends at some stations and is in progress at others. There is great excitement as the figures are made known, and agents of the candidates watch closely as the counting continues. Special arrangements have been made to announce the results to an expectant nation. Pakistan's telecommunications network goes into operation with results flashed by teleprinter machines to Election Commission headquarters. Early figures show a marked lead in favor of President Ayub Khan. Soon it is evident that there has been a landslide in favor of President Ayub. He has polled an overall majority of 21,304 votes, a 2-to-1 victory. At 9:30 p.m., the Chief Election Commissioner announces that according to unofficial results, Field Marshal Muhammad Ayub Khan has received an absolute majority.
On the basis of the results tallied so far, Field Marshal Muhammad Ayub Khan has secured an absolute majority of the votes cast. The Commission's official declaration will be made when the procedural formalities have been completed.
My dear countrymen, Assalamu alaikum. The Election Commission have made an announcement of the results of the presidential polls. While electing me to serve as their president for another term, people have, by an overwhelming vote of confidence, endorsed my policies and my program. This was no ordinary election. It was an unprecedented event in our history, both for their magnitude and the free, fair, and completely peaceful manner in which they were conducted. These elections will always remain a landmark on the road to our national progress. Through these elections, people have accorded their verdict in favor of the Constitution and have given me a clear mandate to pursue my internal and external policies which they have approved. I feel sustained by the thought that in my endeavors to move towards the establishment of a welfare state, I have the fullest support of my people. At this solemn moment, I bow before Allah in all humility and in response to the confidence reposed in me by the people. I rededicate myself to the service of Pakistan. I join the nation in celebrating the successful conclusion of its first general election under the present Constitution to choose the President of Pakistan. This is a solemn occasion, and I suggest that we all join in unanimous prayers tomorrow at Asr time to beseech the Almighty for His guidance and blessings in our efforts to promote the unity, prosperity, and solidarity of Pakistan. I request my non-Muslim countrymen to also hold similar prayers at any time convenient to them, tomorrow afternoon or in the evening. As I offer my profound gratitude to those millions of people who came out to my support, to those who voted for me, to those who worked untiringly for me, and to those who prayed for me, I must not forget others who differed from me. They too have served the cause of democracy. So far as Mohtarama Fatima Jinnah is concerned, she fought the elections according to her own lights. I have no personal grudge and I wish her well. Let this great moment become a symbol of lasting unity. Nothing should detract from its sanctity and nothing should divert us from pursuing our common cause, the advancement of our country, the welfare of our people. No trace of malice nor of revenge should inhibit us from rejoicing in the glory of the people. Together let us build, together let us accomplish, so that Pakistan should endure and prosper. The tasks before us are heavy and arduous. We will have to strain every nerve, devote all energy to improve the lot of our people all over the country. There are pockets of disease and hunger which we have to liquidate, areas of poverty and misery which we have to reclaim, and a host of other social problems which we have to conquer. In this I shall need counsel and support from every one of you, regardless of his political affiliations. It should now be the duty and resolve of every one of us to address ourselves to the task of reconstruction of our nation. The passion and prejudice generated by the elections should not subside, and nothing should obscure the light that guides us along the path of national stability and progress. Let us make the fullest use of the opportunity which Allah has given us. Let us complete the task assigned to us so that the generations that come after us inherit durable institutions enshrined in the hearts of the people and sustained by an abiding faith in Pakistan. Pakistan, Zindabad.